Right, we're about to go racing for the second time this weekend. It's round 4 of DTM 2026. Kelvin van der Linde on pole. The lights go out and we roar into action here at Zandvoort. It looks like a great start for Kelvin in the BMW. Is it a better start today for Thierry Vermeulen, who dropped a position, remember, to Lucas Auer yesterday? And the answer is it's going to be a tough one. And no is the answer. I think he's dropped back, hasn't he, behind the Red Bull apt Lamborghini of Luca Engstler, who did a great job this morning to qualify 4th. So Luca's got up to 2nd. Thierry, just like yesterday, has lost a place on the run into Tarzan for the first lap. Here, you're on board with Lucas Auer now. He's getting ahead of yesterday's winner, Matteo Cairoli, who's got that 20 kilograms of success ballast on board. So he's gained a place in the blue Mercedes.
We look again at the lights going green at the start of the race. Kelvin van der Linde was well ahead of Thierry Vermeulen when they crossed the line. So Vermeulen putting himself at a bit of a disadvantage, really. Luca Engstler, who's currently just set the fastest lap of the race, in 2nd place in the Temerario.
Where he started in 10th, and Maro Engel is where he started in 11th place as well. As Bastian Buus sends one up the inside of Arjun. The Porsche gets ahead as the race goes on. Then the BMW's entire degradation, we know, is hard here at Zandvoort, but it's even harder in this second race of the weekend. Look at this. Firing down the inside is Marco Mappelli to get ahead of Ricardo Feller in the Porsche, who set the fastest lap of the race yesterday. Ricardo having a bit of a struggle. That's why he dropped down the order to start with by a few places. And look at this, Jules Gounon trying to go all the way around the outside of Matteo Cairoli as Bastian Buus comes out of the pit lane. Jules won't want to see that Porsche after staring at the back of it all race long. Yesterday, Gounon has got the line this time, though. If he can stay there for the left-hander at turn 3, fantastic. Around the outside at turn 2, gave him the inside line at turn 3. Because I reckon he was closer to Kelvin than he had been before that pit stop phase. Nicky Tim is going on the attack here again, because Nicky Tim is Nicky Tim and he always goes on the attack. And he's about to slice up the inside as well and gain a place on the McLaren. Bender was in 4th place, remember, right behind Thierry Vermeulen before the pit stops. And now Ricardo Feller, he's going to whip around the outside of the BMW. Marco Wittmann, who's on cold tyres, those that have already made their pit stop.
So Kelvin van der Linde has found a couple of tenths as a result of the pit stop sequence, as Maro Engel and Arjun dice for position as well on board with Jules Gounon, and up ahead of him is Arjun and Maro Engel. But Jules Gounon looking a bit frustrated, flashing the lights of the Mercedes.
A star example of that, but he's a little bit nerfed off at the moment with this safety car. We're about to get the restart underway. And here we go. Bender, Nicky Tim already at it now. So Nicky Tim off. Here we go then. Luca Engstler is, as he feared, coming under attack from Thierry Vermeulen, who is fired up here to try and get himself back into 2nd place. The Ferrari driver all the way around the outside here from Ilfra. He's got his nose in front. Last of the runners, because Bastian Buus had his issue with the tyre earlier. He's out. He's in the pits at the moment. Oh, look at that from Marco Wittmann. Like a karting move, that. Just standing on the brakes and sliding up the inside of Ricardo Feller. What happened?
His lap time was 7/10 slower last time around.
Losing it coming into turn 14, wasn't he? Just understeered on him. Even though he had a slower stationary time, the time into the pit stop must have been quicker for him. But here comes Kelvin van der Linde with his tyres up to temperature, whipping around his old adversary, Mirko Bortolotti, and diving down the inside of everybody on the way to turn 3. He splits the Ferrari and the Lamborghini. He's got the old red mist down here. This is his moment. Kelvin van der Linde has to make this count. He's got to get ahead of that Ferrari. And conversely, the Dutch driver has got to make that the world's widest Ferrari 296. If he's going to keep this BMW behind him, no chance. Around the outside with his tyres up to temperature goes Kelvin van der Linde, and that was the critical stage of the race, and it's gone the way of Kelvin van der Linde. Ferrari, that'll be a massive help for his teammate. That, I think, is what's going to happen here. Kelvin's got to make sure he gets past the McLaren first, though, which he does. Bender on cold tyres to pick up the net lead of the race once again. But where is the Ferrari of Vermeulen? Is it still behind? For Marco Wittmann, he came from 15th to finish 5th in race 1 at the Red Bull Ring. He came from 9th to finish 2nd. And here we go, down the inside. And we don't see many overtakes there, but it is Marco Wittmann after all. Come in, here comes Maro Engel, trying to go around the outside of Thomas Preining. A braver man than me trying to do that. Is it going to happen? Well, he's in front. Can he stay in front? The Mercedes all the way around the outside. He seems to have better grip on the Mercedes, and yes, it happens for him. So Maro Engel getting stuck in. But by the way, Lucas Auer has got himself back back up into the points.
If they're not, then there may well be an even bigger penalty incoming. At the moment, Mauro Engel sees his opportunity, ducks down to the inside, into Lindijk, goes sweeping past Mirko Bortolotti.
And of course, he got his first Zandvoort podium yesterday. It's been a superb weekend for him, but here we go. Which position on the podium is it going to be? Because Ben Durr would like to go one step higher. He's fully alongside in the McLaren. He's about to get through, and Marco Wittmann is going to follow him, and that's disaster for Thierry Vermeulen. He's off the podium.
Position in the background, there's Thierry Vermeulen now coming under pressure from Mauro Engel. So Vermeulen clearly struggling for pace in the closing stages of this race. Mauro Engel up towards turn 11, around the outside, then back to the inside, and Mauro Engel increasing the misery for Thierry Vermeulen even more.
Yes, they described yesterday's race as boring because he was stuck in the middle of the pack. He's not been boring today for him. Look at this, Matteo Cairoli versus Marco Mappelli, Ferrari versus Lamborghini, two Italians together, lots of emotion out there side by side. The Lamborghini gets ahead.